Now playing Code Vein.
Okay, let's give it a second to reconnect. There we go. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to hit that in the mic too hard. Enough for one level up. Probably when I kill like 2 more enemies along this way, that'll give me the next one. But let's see what the side mission's about. Those ice enemies though that have the added buff. Ooh, man. But I will say this, so far into the story, I was confused a bit at the beginning. Reading the tips actually does help out a bit. But this is the definition of a story that, like, especially in these types of games that don't get me wrong, like, there's always the palette of this game's like Dark Souls, or this game's like so and so. And it's always the innate comparison, because like it's the closest thing you can think of and the most recent. And it's stuff like this where it doesn't need to be a complicated story to be enjoyable. Like, in my opinion, Dark Souls is overly complicated in its story presentation, but it's interesting. Oh, I needed a drink, sorry. Where this is, like, I want to say, like, the solid right amount of, alright, he's kind of a distant mystery. Like, the right amount of, like, mystery, but not too, like, over, like, oh, yes, you'll never get the answer.
This is a bit scary.
Holy, what was that? That damage. Lady, why? But as I was saying, the story doesn't need to be complicated. It's perfectly fine the way it is. It's fun, enjoyable, and I'm enjoying these characters as I'm going through it. Alright, these guys respawn. I would think the fresh ones don't respawn as much, and I probably got changed back to Yakumo after this. Oh, crap. Alright, what the hell do you, oh, crap, of course, it's the other way. Talk about a waste. Well, it's not a waste, but your quest better be nearby. That's all I have to say. I know Control has me partially, like, when I have to go through that again, I'm gonna have to go through a lot. Did she just hit through the wall? I don't know how disturbingly impressed I am by that capability.
Did you find something good?
Yep. Alright, let's jump down. Let's kill these guys first, though. Okay. Oh, that's where it's at. Okay, hold on.
It's a bit of a workout.
Shoot. Oh, nope, nope, I had it. Oh, crap. Okay, that's where the last one's at, so I gotta go back to her, and hopefully she'll be able to get it for me.
We cannot go back from here.
Yo! Bumping into you again here must be fate. I was just thinking about you.
I don't remember what his quest line was.
Head is blocked by the Lost. This place is all different, too. The Lost are just the icing on the cake. If I knew it was gonna be like that anyway.
Alright, where's that? Oh, it's only further ahead. That's not too bad. Let me heal up. I gotta go back down to do that again. That was like the way more... That was a good precise roll. Oh, I hate you. Why can't you just deal with this one yourself? Oh, I hate you for this. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I don't know. Was that the spiky one or was that... No, the spiky one had a lot more health to it. Or maybe she just does that much damage to it. Like, so far, she seems to be a good blend of support and attack. It's actually alarming how effective she is. But then again, like, her counterpart apparently just murdered the crap out of a lot of revenants. So, like... Okay. Okay. Anti-freeze.
What are you doing? found something valuable.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I completely avoided that. That was my fault on that one. I didn't even see it when I was looking down like that. I only saw like the
You took
the first one I
photos
grabbed.
for me? Huh? You're glad I didn't get lost. Give me a break. The whole place is all. When I was still human, it didn't snow here.
Oh.
Military facility.
Oh, that makes sense for all the industrial stuff.
Upside down.
Okay, so it actually does make a lot of sense now. Like the environments have like as the game's been going on, the environments have been changed a lot. So like that
Looking at something.
I think the first area after the city was a destroyed I guess ocean environment because you can tell by all the coral and stuff around it. So yeah, no, that makes sense why everyone's kind of like who just wake up or like what's
Some sort of building.
what's happening. I don't know where to go after this, so I gotta head back to base. Cause I don't remember grabbing a key. Maybe I did, but oh wait, hold on. This list is getting full. Who is she? Oh, the queen. With just off the bat. Two-handed sword or hammer. Oh, that's good. Wait, what? Allows you to equip heavier weapons and blood veils. Okay. These spells are just attackable, huh? Okay, that's some dangerous stuff you have there. Alright, let's tell we're back to home base though. In all honesty, so I can check the board and see what's the next direction. Because maybe there's a third door I don't remember in the maze. I believe probably so. Like, I want to say I thoroughly explored most of that area except the beginning portion. Because there's a small portion of that cathedral area that's just blocked off. I mean, I'm not shown because I never really had to hit that section. Like, I really just want to get that entire thing out the way. And, like, I honestly think that cathedral section so far has been the worst area. Like, the snow had that powerful enemy and the drop-off points, but at least you can kind of tell once you kind of start falling for it a couple times. The cathedral, though, like, you try to remember the routes. I want to say if it wasn't for the enemy placements, I'd probably get even more lost. Like, those enemy placements were like the pinnacle of trying to keep my direction or keep my orientation balanced and solid. Just like off the bat. Ooh, man, that was bad. I really hope there's not another area like that. Alright, I hear my peaceful music. I literally have no reason to change it right now. Like, there's probably a better theme down the line. But right now, that's my Evil Within, like, sanctuary music that I'm keeping. Oh, great, yeah. Upgrade?
Fix this stuff up for us.
Yikes, you must have seen some real action. Don't worry,
I got
I'm
bodied by a
taking care of
mech. It was awesome.
You all look so happy, especially Mia.
Everyone got closure. Well, she got closure.
Well,
Louis working on his closure all the way through. Wait, what? Why are you... How are you... Oh, we're gonna have a fight here? We can't.
what is she doing here?
I need a minute to process.
Please, Jack. You have to save Jack.
Okay, she fainted. I was afraid we were gonna have a combat in this room.
She's about to frenzy.
Blood beat it.
Let's take her to the back. We can shoot her there.
Is it? Oh, is this what the under room is for? Or is it just for her? Oh no. Okay. Is she gonna be an ally? I mean, I'm curious of what your what her and Jack's story is now.
How do you feel?
Like right now,
Apologize for barging in like that.
Jack doesn't seem like the a bad guy exactly. There's a lot of scars on her though, like more than anyone else.
Do you know about the cavern underneath the cathedral?
Oh crap, we're going down there.
We were attacked there.
I mean, how is it any different than usual?
So that I could
I don't like this.
slow down.
Attacked? Wait, what were you doing down there in the
What is their overall goal? She better say something, I swear.
Our mission is the preservation of the successors and their relics.
Okay.
It is not a new phenomenon for successors to go into a frenzy.
Wait, so this has happened multiple times.
There is always a need for someone to monitor them and to stop them if they ever begin to turn.
See, I didn't know this was a...
successor acts as a vessel for a relic, in both body and will. If that vessel breaks, it has to be replaced.
Wait, this is an endless process.
That's why you were hunting for revenants?
We considered every possible option. We truly did. But in the end, that was the only one that would work. I know it's no excuse for what we've done, even if it was the only way. That is simply a burden I will have to live with.
See, like, the government is still a functional thing. It's just like...
I will never forget the faces and dreams of those who stepped forward.
So yeah, it's been an endless process. So these guys are recent. Well,
I suppose.
partially recent.
It really can't be all that easy to find a replacement vessel.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, to keep a constant eye on the condition of the other.
Well, her and Jack know where the other ones are at, so this will be helpful.
Guys are successors too?
Wait, are they?
Jack watches the successors for signs of frenzy, while I act as a temporary replacement until we can find someone suitable.
Interesting.
My voice has the power to stave off frenzy, for a time at least.
A temporary vessel.
That is God tier.
I think I'm beginning to see.
There's a successor resting in a crypt under the cathedral.
Oh, no.
Tunnels down there.
Not a crypt. Not dealing with this dark
I have no
crap.
right to ask you for help. But
Okay, so they're actually an interesting dynamic now, because Jack has to keep her safe.
Rest here for now. We'll
I'm
rest
guessing a lot of those scars from battles and just her enduring the relics constantly. Like that had to be a lot to rotate around.
The successor whose crypt is under the cathedral. Do you know who they are?
Please give us a name.
I do. In addition to a number of other scientific endeavors, he was involved in revenant research and an integral part of Project Queen. I believe you may have heard of him. Juzo Nido.
Did you say?
All right, yeah.
Nido?
This is Yakumo's tale.
Know him?
Yeah. He sold us out.
Oh,
My entire family.
not what I was expecting. Well, this is his tale now. They were going to be going under a crypt. Let's talk to her first. I sit and talk. Like how the most chillest, like, uncaring, unwavering, like, design of just standing there. Alright, what's...
I'm sorry about what happened. We couldn't find a vessel for the relic, and my body was reaching its limit. I wish I could have told you everything.
So...
Jack must still be in. Jack must.
I wonder if I can get her or Jack as companion now that she's actually in this place.
You have returned.
Okay. Still in the Survivor one. Alright. I really should do all of these. I really should.
Was I of any?
Okay. Let's reevaluate myself. I still have yet to do anything in the...
Thanks to everyone's hard.
I gotta go to... I can talk to that merchant.
What do you want to upgrade?
No, I still don't have a Queen Titanium. So it's kind of worthless on me.
Buying something? Make sure you've got.
Okay, so I'm gonna start doing some lore now. So, I'll figure out how to cut this later. Alright, let's do the lore run. Get ready, because this is gonna be fun. Alright.
You have returned.
Start restoring. Let's start from the top and work our way down. Because before I thought these were gonna be parts I had to combine, but no, since they're only individual, we'll start one at a time and see what we unlock throughout. It's gonna be interesting. Oh man, okay. So I gotta go help Jack and deal with, if it's something that he couldn't deal with, that's where I'm disturbed.
Am I still alive? No. I know this feeling.
Alright. This is Louis' story.
I've come back to life again. What happened back there? Cruz, everyone was...
Yeah, he basically died, and like the thing is that all revenants are dead. Well, have to be dead for their existence to transpire.
The state of those living in it. My feelings of guilt pierced me even deeper. Starving revenants fighting each other for a handful of blood beads, and the ranks of the lost swelling with each successive conflict. I spend my restless days in battle, trying to keep my head above water. Only when I'm engaged in the rush of combat can I close my eyes to the gravity of what I've done.
Interesting.
Are you helping me? These blood beads. Those men lying over there ordered you to find them, right? Well,
So yeah, it's more of a guilt thing than anything else. It's
far too many people keep
it's not redemption, it's guilt.
Stay safe and watch
For kind of being,
my name is Kevin.
oh,
I could give you a hand with whatever. I'll see you.
this is more of a guilt thing for him being directly involved with the attack that wound up causing all this to happen.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I wish there was some way I could repay you.
God, living in the city has to suck.
Don't worry about me, all right? Tell me if I can help with something. I'll do whatever I can for you.
I'm really surprised that there's not a set kind of armor for your chest. If you're a revenant, like I know the government types have their armor set, like the one bald dude in the main hub. But if it's your heart that gets pierced and that's immediate death, like that's pure death, you do not come back. There's no memory loss and all that. Like I think there would actually at this point in time be some kind of way to have a like if they make a second one and revenants are still a concept, there should be some type of heart chestplate armor to kind of adhere to this.
Back then, I had no idea what would happen. As Operation Queenslayer dragged on with no foreseeable end, even children were turned into revenants and sent out to fight.
Well, yeah, we saw that with her Mia's brother.
Both the strong and the weak were ravaged by bloodthirst. But with resources thin, they had nowhere to turn. I wanted to do something, to do anything to help. That's mostly all there was to it. It never occurred to me.
Like
that my
that'd be also an interesting concept
such a
of
tragedy.
revenant rebirth, because you don't know when, so you don't really have a solid count of your army. Like you can have like 1,000 dead bodies, but within like 5 years only like 50 of them actually get resurrected, and they're all within a random time span. So that has to be like the worst to think about, especially if you're trying to do it for military purposes. since it seems that they're like, one, the city is under basic lockdown. Two, regular soldiers wouldn't be enough to deal with half this crap. Because you need some type of added like superhuman strength and ability.
Kevin was a boy who had been enslaved by a group of
Where's over here?
Over time, stopping by to give him blood beads became something of a routine.
So what was the folly of this?
But one day, the pattern was broken.
Did he get caught?
When I went to see him, he was nowhere to be found, and his dwelling had been torn apart.
Yeah, he got raided.
I heard everything from someone who said they knew Kevin. A few days earlier, a revenant had attacked him and turned him to ash. The attacker was after the blood beads I'd given Kevin.
Oh, okay, it's not Jack. It was just, yeah, he was giving him like a constant flow of resources. He's like, hey, Kevin, you've been alive for a good while now. You seem healthy, enjoyable. And you always seem to be able to find blood beads. And it's like, yeah, that guy, Kevin, lives over there. And he's always has a good source of resources we need to survive. Might as well go over there and raid him. And like, this would be like an interesting fight between two revenants trying to kill each other.
Save him just by giving him blood beads. That it would be enough.
Sounds interesting now because
True commitment to his survival. And in the end, that's what killed him.
it'd be like them fighting. Yeah, what happened to the revenant?
Actually, I heard another revenant attacked him for those same blood beads shortly after, and he became one of the.
So just an endless cycle.
I won't let myself forget again.
Yeah, it's like seeing like two revenants actually fight it out. And if it's to kill, they'll try to aim for the heart as much as possible.
You ever
Okay, yeah, so I can still do that. Because before I thought it was just I was stuck there. But no, I can still do it, so that's fine. Okay, so I need the other ones. Alright, Hermes, the bald dude, let's see what your storyline is. And what have you done? Good or bad? Okay, so like literally it's like a demon's domain from like Shin Megami Tensei or Devil May Cry when it comes to the successors. They can basically adjust the area to their liking.
Our scouts were in it up to their necks, but they brought us intel that gave us the Queen's location.
Okay.
Yaksha squad, those guys are the best. We've been given the order to deploy. This is the real thing, so stay on the ball.
But no, I'd actually love to see an anime fight between two revenants, just two. And if,
I'll go get ready.
let's see what Davis's thing is. But to the death sounds horrifying. All right, I got like 4 of these. Let's see what this takes us.
Pay attention, Davis. The middle of enemy territory is no place for a stroll.
Okay.
Sorry. I appreciate it.
What's his distraction at?
You're about to frenzy. We need to get you back for treatment.
He seems kind of more uncaring towards everything that's happening right now.
Hey, Davis. What's been the matter with you lately? It seems like we catch you spacing out more and more these days.
If something's wrong, you can talk to us. We're friends, right?
It might be the endless battle.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. The truth is, I've been looking for someone ever since I woke up as a revenant.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Jessica. We were engaged.
Oh no.
Still human. She was my fiancée.
I don't like where this story's going. Like everyone's tale has been kind of like a dark, twisted turn to it. And it's interesting to see because they actually do make this revenant dynamic of just waking up at random times very like gratifying. Yep, we're going to Davis's memory. I said Hermes because that's the name of his build, but yeah, it's Davis.
That was one of my memories, wasn't it? Where did you
I
find
love his armor. Down in the depths.
Hard to believe it was all the way down there. guess these things really are.
I gotta check with that merchant and see if I can grab more stuff from him.
My memory loss is pretty severe, even for a revenant. Almost everything from my human days is gone.
Hmm.
My name isn't even Davis. Or at least
Oh.
I think it is. They just started calling me that when I became a revenant.
That's true. If you don't have any ID, they just call you whatever.
Everything I had in my possession was a single photograph of a woman. But no matter how much or how hard I thought about it, I just couldn't remember who she was.
Dag.
I appreciate any help you can provide. Thank you.
I'll gladly look into this.
I still knew her name back then. Back then, it was one battle after another. Somewhere in all the fighting, I must have just lost that memory.
Yeah, so like Dark Souls, it's like your body decays and starts turning hollow, so they start going insane.
But
In this, it seems like more interesting for its actual like full blown memory loss that actually gets scattered. And like literally the only reason I can see it because that is my character's ability to handle that kind of thing. But like the reality is like you literally like if you keep dying, you will become a different person 100% because you don't remember the person you were. Oh, I can't remember the Covenant. Yeah, I don't have any of his like that. Alright, let's continue on. Let's do these up. Yeah, no, it's interesting to see like you are luckily like based on the beginning when it came to Revenants, there was a whole military faction dedicated to rising them back up to utilize them as soldiers, just straight up.
Your fiance is not an easy person to find.
Oh,
sorry, I didn't mean to drag you both into all of this.
Stop apologizing. Everything's gone now, so we can continue.
oh, this is post Queen. Okay.
All we have to do is keep our eyes peeled and avoid letting our guards down.
Yeah, but we've been looking practically everywhere, and there's just no trace of her.
Oh, don't.
At this point, she might even be.
Don't. We don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, don't say that, my man. Like this world's already bleak as is.
I contacted someone at the shelter, but no one there matched the description.
Thank you for trying. Still, I wonder if maybe it's time for me to give up and move on.
Hmm.
Listen, Davis. If that's what you've decided, if you really want to move on, then I'd be happy to come along with you.
Yeah,
Sure I can yet.
it might be a bit too soon. I like that in the midst of the show they kind of say, "Oh, the recovery hurts. The recovery hurts." Oh man, that's a shame.
Sorry, but I have other business to take care of today. We've had a few reports of a revenant sneaking off with blood beads, so I have to
Oh.
investigate that.
A weasel.
Watch your back out there, all right? People will do anything if they're thirsty enough.
This world is really interesting when it comes to survival based.
I will.
Like this would have actually made a interesting full blown kind of RPG instead of a Dark Souls light-esque. Like if it was actually like a Final Fantasy based world scenario, like that kind of RPG. I feel like they could have done a lot with when it comes to survivability versus being a human. And how like you'd actually like lose portions of your memory to a certain degree every time you die. And you kind of like as your character's trying to like based on your character and how the memory you get kind of adjust a little bit slightly.
I had been so focused on trying to find my fiancée that I didn't see what was right in front of me the entire time.
Opportunity. Yeah, is she still around?
3 of us have been together since Operation Queenslayer. Honestly, you just don't find friends like that every day. I had completely forgotten what she'd said back then. It feels pretty pathetic, forgetting something like that.
Like, it's not even your fault entirely. It's more or less just the act of prolonged being a revenant. With the combination of death, you just kind of lose that part of yourself, and that's kind of like the hurtful part of it. Alright, next. I have a lot of these to go down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Never mind. I don't have half of those. Never mind. I feel like the EOS ones are going to be a while. And based on this, I can probably guess this is how many areas I'm going to have to be going through. Since, since she's the one that she's the one that asked for him, like, at least that's my theory. Alright, next. Like, most of these abilities I'm never going to touch, so it's more or less just me interested in how everyone's memories kind of connect to the events that kind of been transpiring and how they all kind of deal with it. Who is this one? I don't see.
Perfectly useless. You're expected to pull your own weight in this squad.
Okay.
You'd be easy to replace.
Okay, I thought that was gonna hit me.
Are you really sure I'm cut out for this?
Wait, what is this?
The rest depends on whether or not you have the guts.
What happened? Oh, so this is really good effect-wise.
End of the road.
Jack got him. Right.
Please, wait. Don't take my home away from me.
Thank you for your dedication.
He was a successor. That's what it was. So she told him that he had potential to be a successor. And Jack has been doing the cleanup. So that's why he's been doing the killing Revenant. Nothing people see him do it. To a degree. Yeah. Oh, that's horrifyingly good. Oh, no. Okay. This effect is so well done. Like, this looks literally like game ending or like you're about to enter a coliseum kind of design look. It's just like, it's really, really super bright, but you get that kind of end all like walk of like, this is the end of how things go. All right, so do the randoms get responses from the group or no? I wonder if Jack has some memories that he's forgotten. Because based on what his assistant said, they've been doing this for a while. All right, Yakumo, Ricky. I want to finish some Nicholas. Let's see what we can grab from. Oh no, this looks too happy and cheery.
What are you doing?
Practicing swordsmanship. I'm gonna be a knight someday.
This hurts a lot more.
Wow, that sounds like fun. How about a match with me then?
Really? Don't be too hard on me, Mia.
Like, they have a lot of good assets to work with here.
You little bullies, get out of here!
Nicola, are you okay?
Yeah, he's too kind of scared at the moment.
It's okay, I'm fine. But you had to come in and save me again, Mia.
He said it with like a pout. What's happening? Is he going to go fight the bully? No, she's consoling him.
I have to train and get stronger. I have to be able to protect you someday.
He did it till the end. Oh man. Yeah, no, he did it till the end. It's just like it took everything, so I'm still like interested in like Jack and his assistant chick, how they've just been literally just utilizing their ability. Like they've been the only ones that have been able to like mitigate and keep track of these successors. All right, what's her story with the little boy? Because once again, he was alone. So I want to know if he acknowledged that she was there or she never acknowledged her existence to him.
You're always standing around.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need you to do that, you know.
Are you saying that you have no need of me, successor?
No. That's not what I mean. I don't want you to waste your whole life on me.
Aww.
I'll be all right. You should live for yourself.
Live for myself?
I'm really curious now. Why the hell is EO with me?
Successor, he said I should live for myself instead of as
She's contemplating her existence, that it's not just singular.
But to what end? My duty, the entire reason for my existence, is to stand by my successor. If I were to abandon my duty,
Okay, I'm actually curious. How do them and Jack interact? Actually, like, do they recognize Jack and let him pass?
forgive me, but this is the only place I have. I can belong nowhere else. As your attendant, protecting you is my duty. I was made to stand by your side, and so, as long as you remain in this place, I will also remain. Now and forever, until the time of your salvation.
So they're there, especially for the game, for you to get kind of more of a in-depth story of the boss you're about to face. So you kind of get the feel of what their entire like design and gimmick is. Where Nicola's whole thing is being a knight and protecting, but when he was talking to Jack while over Mia's body in the infirmary, he also said like he wants some, like he has to choose somewhere peaceful, and based on their attire, it's usually a snow-based environment. But his initial thought was he wanted like a giant robot protecting, so he got the best of both.
Can only find meaning in the pursuit of their mission. There can be no other life for them beyond the one they were made for. That sort of life. It seems like such an awkward.
She's a real free thinker, and like I said, I'm disturbed as to what her reasoning is.
By now, I would also be.
I don't like. I'm really curious what her deal was and why she was with me in particular.
You have returned.
Okay. Let's keep it rolling. See, I got one Atlas and two Assassin. Excuse me. Let's go with the Atlas one first. Let's see what Yakumo has going on in his mind. Sorry, his memories. And I guess like the definition of my character losing his memories is the memories I lost in the beginning when I was in a cathedral area. And at least at the moment, haze is also kind of more of a memory loss.
The whole place is swarming with horrors. We need to get out of here fast.
Wait, Ricky. Some of our people are injured.
Leave them behind. Have the numbers.
Yeah, he's one of those. Play XCOM. Either you leave behind or you grab him over your shoulder.
We can take refuge there for a while. It should give us some cover.
Are you kidding me, Yakumo?
Okay, on to the next one.
Do you want to stick around until everyone heals? Take a look outside, Yakumo. It's horror town.
Yeah, priorities.
Way out while we still can. And just leave our friends behind? I'm not going to do that. I can't. I'd rather die here defending them.
Then he did die.
You've completely lost it, man. I guess it's just us who want to live.
Yeah, so he split into two groups. Did Ricky get owned? I know Yakumo had to die, but did Ricky get owned?
Should we really have stayed?
We've made our choice. Anyway, no one can know what tomorrow will bring.
He's contemplating whether or not.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, he's contemplating whether he made the right choice. That's always the thing with survival is, like, once you make your choice, it's one of the things where, like, backing out of it is really more difficult than anything else. Because when your conscience comes into place effectively and it kind of debuffs things you do. And it's more or less of, can you live with it? It's like abandoning someone in order to continue your own survival.
They were my old comrades.
Hmm.
We might be able to find out where they are now if we follow their memories. You know, use them as a kind of trail.
I wonder if they turned into Lost.
Stay with the injured. I guess. In a way, I'm the one who left Riki behind back then. Along with everyone who followed him.
Hmm.
All of us who chose to stay died.
Yeah.
Maybe if we had talked it out more, we could have found a way to stick together. Maybe then.
No. Ricky seemed like one of those head first, like, yeah. I can't say he did the right thing,
But still,
but I can't say he did the wrong thing either.
I get it in my head sometimes. I start to wonder, did all those guys who left blame me for their deaths?
Well, you died, so it depends on who died first.
Well, it's not like I'll find the answer now, no matter how many times I ask.
I do like that, like, every, like, getting these abilities, they give you kind of more of a pass to the person's, like, you're using this person's basically entire essence on you as you battle. So getting to know, like, what makes them, what essentially is, their past history with why they fight the way they do, or why their combat skills adhere to the way they do things, gives you that kind of, like, more personal feel of it when you use a certain build. I think it's really nice, and it provides good background story to the character and the overall lore of the world, where you're seeing, like, everyone's not the same kind of one handling this loss situation.
Helping those guys who got separated, Yakimo. It's suicide.
Friends, Riki. I won't ignore them.
Always digging your heels in. You'll get everyone killed.
The Battle of the Minds.
I'll help you this one time. After this, you're on your own.
So Ricky did, like, he tried to keep Yakimo with them, but it's difficult. Oh crap.
It was you, wasn't it, Yakimo? You're the one that stopped our trade.
Our what?
Trade. You mean looting things to sell on the black market? But you're no better than thieves. Riki, we were orphans. You remember what it was like. Nito took everything from us before we even knew we had it.
The guy we're going for.
How could you steal from someone weaker than you?
That's the difference.
Always the golden boy, huh? I've never fallen for your insipid act. Fine then, let's settle this right here, right now. I'll show you what happens to simpering brats like you who don't know when to quit.
It's conflicting of, I've had nothing for most of my life. I'm not gonna, like, go back to it. Or Yakimo's like, there has to be a better way to do things. And unfortunately, like,
Son of a... Back it off.
he got honed. Ricky, good job.
If I did that, you would have killed me.
He tried to kill him in combat.
That's why I don't like you.
Good job, Ricky. It's the door, yeah. It's one of those rivalry relationships where, like, it's two separate ideologies that you can almost agree with on both fronts. Like, one is like, yeah, why would you leave an injured behind? The other, like, it's either your survival or versus theirs, and the chances of you surviving is much higher if you leave them. And it's one of the things where, like, they got to bring something to the table for you to actually be like, yeah, or like your morality has come to play where you're like, I can't leave
I
them.
don't know if he was just a sore loser or if it went deeper than that. But Riki had been coming after me ever since we were little kids. The two of us disagreed on absolutely everything. And got into fights damn near every single day. Calling him a good guy would be a stretch, but least he was honest with himself. That's something.
Yeah, it's a solid one. Like, it's not bad. Like, it shows both their personalities, but also shows like both their weaknesses at the same time. Where Yakumo's weakness is like people, like trying to be the better one and try to help them out as much as possible. Where Ricky's one is his weakness is relying on people, or like the ability to not rely on people and try to make it out for himself. Where like he will not see the compromise if his ideology is stronger. Was this the assassin? Yeah, so something stealth based here.
Sure about this, Ricky?
Oh, Ricky.
Following them behind?
Oh, we're continuing.
A chance to live free instead of being mercenary thralls forever.
Okay.
I'm not gonna die now.
This is Ricky's. Oh yeah, this is Ricky's.
But what's the plan for escape?
We'll keep an eye out for a rescue chopper. There should be a couple where the horrors are thin.
Okay. They just call them horrors for now. Yeah, that's accurate.
Ricky! I finally found a chopper! Hey! Hey!
Oh.
That thing just bit through our ticket out of here.
It ate it? Holy crap.
Any damn thing in front of them.
There's nowhere we can run.
Yeah, it's gonna be a survival slash fighting.
Yourself together. We're getting out of here alive.
They made it pretty far though. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them? See if that continues on to decrease the in number. Or is this the door? Yeah, this is the door. Yeah, like it seems like a lot of experimentation and attempt to like. I think it goes back to them not having a consistent army because it's impossible for them to keep that solid. Like revenants kind of vary in tiers of strength as well. Now that I've realized, like almost to a military sense, but like they don't have time to train them all the way up. It's also what I realize.
Well then, looks like Riki and the others all got wiped out by the horrors after all. If we'd been patient, if we just stayed together.
In their defense, yeah, like,
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, I was hoping you would give me a hand looking for more of their memories.
oh man, like this is really, I really find this interesting. Let's see what happens after that, though. Yeah, like, you can't have any of those buddies. Like, even she's tired. Don't worry, we got one more left, and you can go back and lay down. I still think, like, that many candles by a bed is just, like, the worst. Alright, last one. So Ricky was, yeah, assassin type. Okay. Alright, so what happened after you got resurrected? Or is this still pre?
The first face we saw when we woke up
Yep.
from deep sleep was one we thought we'd never see again. Miguel's. We were mauled to death by horrors after the Great Collapse.
Yeah, here we go.
Mito collected our bodies and brought them back to life with things called boar parasites.
I feel like they got the easier part of what Resident Evil's like villains have been trying to do for years.
Might have been the lucky ones. The rest of us were thrown right back into thrall.
Yeah.
I could
Oh,
just
so yeah, majority don't survive.
this place. Maybe while Mito is busy experimenting on Emily.
Yeah, Ricky's in it for himself once again. Alright, I didn't realize like a portion doesn't survive. That's a factor I forgot. Like if they mentioned it before, I completely forgot. That's even worse. Like, yeah, no, there's a chance the bodies won't come back either.
Feels bad about what happened back then, when the two of you guys fought and split up.
He does?
Yeah, I think he always wonders if there might have been another way.
Hmm,
Like I even care about that.
he does. Like Ricky does care. Like, even during the fighting, like Yakumo still cares about him.
Listen up. The facility walls have been breached, and the Lost are getting in. This is just what I've been waiting for. Let's leave out.
Not even let's help. Let's leave him.
He's still asleep.
You already know the answer.
Wow, never mind.
Blind goody two-shoes. I despised him to his last breath. I won't be satisfied until he wakes up and I get to punch that stupid face of his one more
Never mind, it backs out. Yeah, he wants him to wake up, but he'll never like say it because of his personality. Almost like Vegeta never like barely acknowledging Goku's strength. Uh-oh, that's weird. I don't know what happened here. The controller's still on. So let's just do the little plug in and plug out scenario and see what happens. Alright, that's weird. Let me try it this way. That's weird. I don't remember it ever saying it was low on battery. Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. That's interesting. And weird. I'm questioning my connectivity now. Maybe. And again, this Xbox can't handle like long periods of time with certain games. By certain games, I just mean control. But that was, I was saying like Vegeta and Goku, basically. Yeah.
I always did wonder who pulled me out of that place. How lame was that? I was the only one still asleep. I wonder if they all made it out of there in the end. I hope so. I hate to think that I slowed them down. Yep, that's the plan.
Like now I'm curious about how all these end.
I won't let them be forgotten.
That's gonna be like an ender thing. Like I doubt I'll be able to find the rest of these again in those areas, or maybe I have to re-explore those areas in the future.